And then 15 minutes leading to half-time, it were 9-0 up, so as you can imagine...
Well, I tell you,
we knew it was happening.
How was Stevie Wonder in goals for them?
That's a blinding game.
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yeah, clips of the week time. Andy, do you want to start?
I do, yes, no problem at all. And we start with newsreader Ross Powell finding something amusing.
And 8 climate change protesters have chained themselves, to the railings outside the Houses of Parliament.
I didn't think it was that funny, really, at the time. You're a cabbie stuck in the traffic. This is Georgie and Cass chatting on the weekend sports breakfast.
He's the attention span of an ant. It is just ridiculous.
I've still got the attention span of a gnat. However, it's the only time I'm quiet.
I said ant, you said gnat.
Well,
it's just an anagram of the and gnat as an anagram.
Not sure it is, Tone, actually. Not sure it is.
He does like Nat and Deck.
Yeah, he's a big fan. Yeah. What's next?
We did enjoy the start of Jim White's show this week.
You're all right. It's Jim White on talkSPORT.
Yeah.
I suggested to you that he might be doing Crufts. It was an audition.
He was wearing the yellow collar. I'm hearing Winchester II could win. Best in show. He'd be good, wouldn't he? Be good on Crufts, Jim. I'd watch that.
I would.
On to the Alan Brazil sports breakfast. And who knew that Ali McCoy spoke horse?
Racing coming up, we've got York, haven't we? We've got the Derby trials. We've got the Derby in Oaks just round the corner as well.
O'Brien looks... Yeah, well, I don't know what that means, but O'Brien looks it clearly, yeah.
Now, here's our old favourite, sports newsreader Daisy Gray talking Burnley.
In sport, Burnley manager Sean Ditch believes his side's lethargic start in their 2-0 defeat to Everton last night was inevitable.
Sean Ditch? Not his name, by the way.
No, not
my name, by the way. To be fair, Andy,
yes.
She has struggled with managers' names in the past.
West Ham will want to forget their Premier League opener at Manchester United. Stephen Billich's side were thumped 4-0.
Good old Stephen Billich.
Good old Stevie Billich, yeah.
Back to Cass now on the Spurs keeper.
We can all, people not doing their jobs. I just thought the Loris there, and I'm not sticking needles in him.
Well, I should hope not. There's been times there with some of his distribution I could quite easily have done that. But anyway, this is Alan Brazil reading a movie-related text about Mike Parry.
Another quick one here. Porky's Place in movies. Alan, morning, he says, looks up to Danny DeVito and models herself on RTD2.
He was an old friend of Alan's. He was from Kilmarnock. There was Jimmy D2.
I remember him, yeah.
Jock D2,
yes.
and his old mate, RTD2.
Tremendous.
The D2 boys. They were fantastic players, yeah.
They were. Here's Ray Parlour alongside Max Rushton, chatting about language barriers, in the old Arsenal dressing room.
Because I know Emmanuel Petit says when he got to Arsenal... Well, Robert didn't speak for ages for English. So Arsene Wenger used to do a team talk to him separately in a French accent.
Just the accent then? not necessarily. Just to make it a bit hello, make it easier to understand. Well, funny enough, you may recall that our own Tony Cascarino once acted as a translator for Robert Pires here on talkSPORT.
What is it about the Arsenal that makes you feel at home?
Yes. I like it, the England, I like it, London, and for me, Arsenal, I think is the best club in this country.
Yes, I like Arsenal very much. I love living in London, and I feel that Arsenal is the best club in the country.
Yes, I wouldn't have known otherwise. A good job he translated that, really, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Over to Drive now, and Darren Goff.
And we had that question last week, Piqué or Van Dijk. Let's ask it again this week. Piqué or Van Dijk?
So we're going to ask next week. You can always change up and go for Van Dijk or Piqué. Yeah, just to make a bit of a difference. Time now for the TalkSPORT Call of the Week to Jim White.
Guys, Chris has been waiting very patiently in Doncaster. Chris, you're a Manchester United fan, I believe. Good morning to you.
Good morning, lads. Great show as normal.
TalkSPORT Caller of the Week.
Interesting speech patterns. Does he talk like that all the time?
Apparently. 2 pints of bitter, 2 packets of dry roast peanuts, please. Get a bit irritating in the end, wouldn't it, really? No one talks like that. They don't really.
No, unless they're a racing commentator. It's you, isn't it, Andy?
It is, and here's Nigel Botherway's guest on Fisherman's Blues this week.
Yeah, no, it's not that kind of lake. It's a big sort of dammed lake.
You want it to be damp, the old lake,
aren't
don't
they
you?
all?
Yeah, I think they are, yeah.
Dry lake, the fish would just, you know.
Yeah, they just start flapping about, wouldn't they?
Would really,
just
yeah.
flapping about there on the old dry lake. Now, back to breakfast, and it seems that Ali McCoist isn't a massive fan of the TalkSport listeners.
Before we go, Chelsea fans, was that the last we've seen of Eden Hazard at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea? You can give us a call. The lines are open later.
Hopefully not. Yeah, well, Ali doesn't want you to call him, but you could defy him if you want to.
Now, we're taking the mickey out of Tony Cascarino this afternoon.
We haven't.
But,
no, we haven't.
Well, we have a little bit. But we were very seriously, genuinely impressed with this show of knowledge from him on the Weekend Sports Breakfast.
I remember looking at the birds in the sky where games were going on and looking at all the birds flying around and thinking, oh, there's a yellow-bellied sapsucker up there.
Yellow-bellied sapsucker?
He's just made that up.
Yeah, well, we only checked it out. The thing is, it's native to, I think, to North American Canada, and it's not migratory, apparently. So I don't know where he pulled that one from. It's not flown over Cold Blow Lane any time recently.
No.
But, so there we are. Do you want to hear what one sounds like? Do you want to hear a yellow-bellied sapsucker?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Tremendous.
That's it, really, yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. And finally, Andy.
Yes, and finally, it's Sam Matterface being incredibly insulting about one of the Cardiff subs.
On the bench, Brian Murphy, Richards, Cunningham, Harris, Healy, Zahor.
No need for that, is there? Blimey, if I was Healy, I'd be really upset about that. He'd go and sort him out next time he goes and does a game there. So anyway, there we are. There's the clips of the week. They were sent in and suggested by, among others, David Clark, Simon Wood, Reverend Ruthless, Liam Davis, Craig Peter Dodd, Ethan Van Ristel, Ben, Andy Von Landlord, Tom Saunders, Roger in Durham, Ollie Hunted, Arnold Anderson, and Faye DeWay. Oh, goodness. So, yeah.
Renegade, is this, I mean, this will take some beating, I would imagine, but is this up there? Is this your top moment in your sporting career?
Yeah, I would say so, mate, yeah.